Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a ship with me video. We have just under 30 items, 29 items to ship out today. This is going to be, so today is Monday. This is going to be everything that has sold from Thursday evening on. So basically weekend sales plus Thursday evening and Friday. I had a total of $703 in sales. 29 items, and so divided out, my average sales price came out to $24. That is a bit lower than what I aim for. I do aim for $28 as an average sales price across the board for bread and butter items. However, sales did pick up, and so I'm happy with that, and I would rather sell more items at a little bit of a lower price than have crickets all weekend for sale. So yeah, very happy with the amount we are shipping out today, and let's go ahead and get into it. So our first, I felt like I had something else to say, but I'll think of it as we move along. Okay, so our first sale is a 3-item bundle. The first piece I just listed, so this sold within just a couple days of being up, which was not surprising to me at all. This is a very in-demand brand. It is Daydreamer, which is sold at Free People quite a lot. And this one actually has it on the tag, Daydreamer for Free People. Rolling Stones graphic t-shirt. All band tees, well, especially like the most popular bands, Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Nirvana, you know, the typical bands, they all sell very well. And then when you add in the Daydreamer brand, that does make this piece very sellable. Second piece in this bundle is this really cute Topshop gingham skirt. It looks like a skirt, but it does have shorts underneath, and then it has this really fun tie at the waist. It looks like you've tied a long sleeve shirt around your waist. And then the third piece is a pair of shoes, so we will wrap that next. Oh yeah, I did want to mention the Poshmark new policy email that they sent out about relisting. They just this morning or earlier today sent out a follow-up email clarifying what they meant by their first very vague email. I feel like that's kind of a trend with Poshmark. They send out these emails that are very vague. If you missed it, basically they initially sent out an email that said relisting a lot of items is now going to be something that they crack down on. You'll receive a violation if you relist a whole lot of items. But when I read the email, even though it was vague, I kind of gathered that they meant to not excessively relist, like, you know, list something and if it doesn't sell in a week, relist it, which doesn't really do much because that won't put it back into the just in category. The only way to do that is if you've had it active for 60 plus days. And that is the only time that I relist items, is if they have been active for 60 plus days. So I was really never worried when they sent out this email. And then, like I said earlier today, they did send a follow-up email clarifying that if you relist items that are older than 60 days, that is perfectly fine. So I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. These are Jeffrey Campbell reptile lace-up little kitten heels sandals that I've had, I would say, for around a year now. It has been a while. They are genuine leather. I picked these up at the bins. These were recently relisted. The Topshop skirt was also relisted recently as well. So as you can see, relisting is a huge asset in my business. I just go into my PosherVA every day and I type in that I want a certain amount of items relisted. And I can put in there that I only want items that are listed, that have been listed for 60 days or longer to be relisted. And that's what it pulls from. So it's really great. I don't have to keep track of that. And I usually do a batch of like 40 items at a time. I just type in that I want 40 items. And then on the second line, I type in that I want those 40 items to have been listed for 60 plus days, and I click go. It does all the work for me. And of those 40 items, I would say I have at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 that sell immediately. And then I have more sales that trickle in. So, You know, sometimes it could just be that you listed something like these sandals. I probably listed in the winter time and they just needed to be relisted in the spring, summertime, aka now, to have, you know, the best chance of selling. So yeah, I think it's really important, and I'm not worried about this business about receiving violations or whatever, because I'm not abusing the relist feature. I just update items that have been listed for 60 plus days. I've always only ever done that, and items sell, so I'm sure, you know, Poshmark wants that to happen, kind of thing. Okay, so for these 3 items, the bundle price came out to $92. However, I do have an automatic 15% off bundle discount on 3 items or more in my closet, so the sale price came out to $78, making my earnings $62.56. I paid around $5 for all 3 items, and so my profit on this bundle was $57. This was a full price bundle sale, which we absolutely love. Very exciting. Now we have another 3 item bundle. First off is this Talbot's gingham button-up shirt, just a classic closet staple. I grabbed this from the bins because it did have several sellable factors to it. First off, it is a reputable brand, Talbot's. It's in a size 14, which anything over a size 12 and up in more mature brands, Talbot's, Eileen Fisher, Soft Surroundings, Charter Club, that they all sell better for me. It's in a classic print gingham. It's a newer piece, and it is a closet staple. I knew I could add in a ton of keywords to this. Capsule wardrobe, minimalist, contemporary, work, office, career, even travel. It's that material that doesn't really wrinkle. Okay, so that's our first piece, and then we have another item that I picked up from the bins. Another closet staple, really high quality material. Also, this Talbot's shirt is 100% cotton. You guys know that I do gravitate towards natural materials, and this sweater is 100% cashmere from Charter Club, size large, really pretty wine colored turtleneck sweater top in excellent condition. This had no pilling, no staining, absolutely no flaws to it, so I was really happy to find it. Someone did leave me a comment recently saying you should try picking up more artificial materials based on style, and I definitely do. I don't, you know, something's like really cute, but it's like 100% polyester or 100% acrylic. I won't let that keep me from buying it if it has a lot of other factors going for it, like maybe the brand is okay and the style is really, really cute. Maybe it's new with tags. Just because it's not, you know, cotton or wool or cashmere or silk, I will still buy it. It just has to be, it just has to have a lot going for it. And, you know, a lot of the nicer brands, even nicer mall brands, are typically made of natural fabrics because that is what, you know, commands a higher retail price, and brands know that. Okay, so third and last item in this bundle is this purse. It is a genuine leather bucket bag by American Eagle Outfitters. It has suede details like these tassels, and then it has a suede strip in front. This is so nice. I just had this in a haul video. So the Talbot's shirt, gingham shirt, and cashmere sweater I've had, I would say both for maybe like a month, possibly 2 months now. And this purse I have had just a few days. It sold, I would say, within 3 days of being listed. So this is kind of like what I was just mentioning. Even though it's just a mall brand, American Eagle, I did get it because it is genuine leather. So if this had been polyurethane, I would have left this behind, but the leather did really elevate it. You know what? I think I am. Let me see if I can fit this in a 1095 box. I only made one box number 7, which is my large bundle box. So I might have to make another one after filming. But either way, for these 3 items, the Talbot's gingham shirt, Charter Club cashmere sweater, and the purse, The bundle price came out to $93 and I was offered $84. I did accept that. No, I think it's, yeah, I think we're good. We fit. So yeah, I received an $84 offer, which I did accept. My earnings came out to $67.20. I paid around $5 for all items. And so my profit was $62 for these 3 pieces, which I'm happy with. These were all bins items, which I love. Finding my cost of goods at the bins is around that $1.50 to $1.60 mark on average, which is incredible. Okay, now we actually have another 3-item bundle, can you believe? However, this one was a full price sale. So exciting. Our first piece is this Calvin Klein reptile printed dress. Really nice. I got this at the bins once again because it does have a lot going for it. Calvin Klein career wear specifically does great for me, especially in larger sizes, but not even, I mean, even just in standard sizing. I think a lot of people use it as like a go-to brand for their office jobs. This is a size 18W. Yes. And I liked the print. It has kind of an athleisure or sporty waistline with an elastic waist and a drawstring. It has pockets. It's a good length. It's like a blouse-on upper, so very flattering. And it is that really nice, thick, soft, stretchy material. So very flattering. So that's our first piece. And then our second piece is a New Tags bra. I want to say I received this in a mystery box. It's New Tags Playtex, retailed at $46 in a size 42D, just a classic black bra. So yeah, I was sure to list this. Anything New Tags we love. You can't go wrong with a good bra. I think this doesn't have any wiring in it, so I think it's okay if it's just a little bit smushed down in the box. Actually, all 3 of these items in this bundle were recently relisted. So yeah, I'm a huge advocate of it. I think it's a great way to boost your daily sales. If you are listing in-demand brands using high quality pictures, like with natural lighting, clear pictures, taking pictures of all the different tags, the inner care tag, the brand tag, if you are using good keywords, all that kind of thing, then your items should be listing as you're selling them, or sorry, your items should be selling as you're listing them. And if you're relisting as well, that really helps to supplement your daily sales. So let's say you list 30 items that week and, you know, maybe 8 sell from that batch, but then you have another 3 or 4 items sell from relisting. That really bumps up your weekly sales. Okay, last piece for this bundle is a pair of Old Navy size 20 high-rise OG loose secret smooth pockets jeans. I want to say I got these also in a mystery box, probably from Courtney over at Magnolia Thrifts. She has sent me a lot of boxes in the past. So yeah, this was a full price bundle sale. When the 3 were added to a bundle, the price came out to $78. But with my 15% off discount, it brought it down to $66. And my earnings were $53. My cost of goods for all 3 items was around $6. And so my profit on this bundle was $47. I feel like I'm multitasking too much here. You know what? This one I might have to, I think I'm going to switch this to a box number 7. It's just not quite fitting, so I'm just going to put this label in here and switch that after I'm done filming. Okay, next up we have a pair of shoes. I actually ordered these from ThredUp because I thought they were so cool. They're definitely vintage from like the 80s. The brand is Charisma, but they have a ton of beading on the top, like really fun, almost like Art Deco beading. And the base is a genuine gold leather. I had $50 in credits on ThredUp, and I basically just wanted to see if I could extend that by investing it into a few items and selling them for more than what I paid, kind of thing. And I bought these shoes with 2 other items. The other 2 items have already sold, and so these are basically pure profit. The first item that sold that I ordered was a pair of AS98 sandals that ThredUp had marked as assorted brands, so I paid very little for them, and then I sold them on Poshmark for like $40, I think. I could tell on the ThredUp website that they were the brand AS98. I think I did a reverse Google image search. So yeah, that was a great little profit. And then the second item that I ordered was a pair of linen blend plus size overalls. I remember the style name was the Esther overalls, and I think the brand was like Union Square. And yeah, those sold in a bundle, and I'm pretty sure I made a profit on those as well. So yeah, that was a pretty good idea, or a pretty good selection of 3 items to invest in, because they all sold on Poshmark for more than I paid, which was great. I listed these at $34. Someone liked them, and so my PosherVA sent them out a $28 offer with discount ship, which they accepted, and my earnings were $20, which I'm sure, I forget what I paid on ThredUp, but it was definitely less than that, probably like $10. So not a huge profit, but I was just trying to make back more than the $50 that I had in credit. Like turn the $50 that I had in credit into cash, plus make a little bit more. Okay, now we have a 7-item bundle. This I'm going to grab my box number 7 for. This is the largest box that I use from USPS. I order all of my boxes and envelopes online, USPS.com, for free. They come straight to my door, and that is what I ship with. I do also reuse boxes, but I typically do that off camera, or I give them to my parents to use for their eBay business. But we do reuse boxes around here, so don't think that I only use USPS boxes. I keep all my Amazon boxes. Everything gets reused. Okay, so 7 items. I am going to pull up a picture of the sale so that I get a visual of all 7 items. Okay, so first is this JM Collection top. So the brand really meant nothing to me. I thought the style was adorable with this loud print and then tassels on the sleeve. It's also a great size, extra, extra large. New at tags, retailed at $70. It's a linen blend, and the seasonality is perfect for this time of year. So tons of sellable factors here. Everything was a go to pick it up at the bins, and it sold within a day or 2 of being listed, which was great. Maybe 3 days. Second piece is which is a great bread and butter brand for me if the piece, again, has a lot going for it, which this top does. It's a longer tunic length. It has the boho fringe trim, great size, 1XL. It's in a neutral color that appeals to a wide audience, and it is all natural. Linen and cotton blend. So I added in a ton of keywords to this. With it being linen, I added in lagan look, artsy, contemporary, minimalist, beachy, boho, coastal grandma. Then we have a swimsuit by Land's End. That top again sold within just a couple days. This Land's End swimsuit dress that does have the one-piece swimsuit underneath. I would say this took like a week to sell, so still a relatively fast listing. This is really nice. It has the built-in support at the chest. It is a newer piece. Then we have Lane Bryant. This took maybe like a month and a half to sell. A really fun striped blouse top. I thought this was really flattering. I grabbed this from the Family Thrift Center outlet for $2.50. This is a newer piece also. I want to say it's from like 2020 on. So that's our fourth item. Then we have just a basic square neck white shirt from Chico's. This I got at the bins. Even though it's super plain, I thought it would be a great closet staple. It is Chico's. It's a size 3, which is equivalent to US women's size extra large. It had no staining, and again, this is a newer piece from the brand. So yeah, I happily grabbed this from the bins for around $1.50. Then we have another bins find, soft surrounding, size extra large, just a classic black maxi dress. This is really nice. It's a modal blend, so very, very soft. It has pockets. It looks brand new, no flaws to it whatsoever. And this was also a very fast sale. That Lane Bryant top, did I mention, that was relisted. So it must have been 60 days is 2 months. So it must have been listed for 2 months before selling, because it definitely was relisted. And then lastly, another relisted piece. I've had this, I would say maybe like 3 to 4-ish months, but also relisted, also soft surroundings, in a size large, extra large, beachy layering piece, kind of like a lightweight, beachy, loose knit cardigan sweater. I love the coastal blue color on this. It's really nice. So again, lots of keywords went into that one. And so I've just neatly folded everything inside my box number 7. I will add a piece of paper on top, add my thank you sticker. Let me just double check that I got everything. Yes. Okay. And now I will seal the box up. I am pretty sure that I'm going to have to upgrade the shipping label on this because it's over 5 pounds. I think I might double check that real quick. Okay, yeah, this does weigh 6 pounds, and so I am going to have to upgrade the shipping label, which is fine. It is going to cost me an additional $4.50 to upgrade the label. I do have some Poshmark credit though, and so it won't cost me anything because I've had people sign up to Poshmark with my code. So if you've done that, thank you so much. It does help me with shipping fees, additional shipping fees. So when the 7 of these items were added to a bundle, the price came out to $209. That does include my automatic 15% off discount. And then I was offered $120, which I did counter to $150 because a lot of these pieces were so newly listed. You know what? I'm going to have to print out the 6 pound label. Let me write that on here. So the bundle price is $209. I was offered $120. I countered to $150, which she did accept. And so my earnings came out to $120. I paid around $12 for all 7 items, and so my profit on this bundle was around $108. So I'm just going to toss this label because I need to print out the 6 pound label. Okay, next up we have yet another 3 item bundle. That seems like the trend of the day. First off is this adorable Zara Kids size 8 years denim romper with floral patchwork inserts. This is so cute. This was recently very recently listed, so very fast sale here. This is also a kids piece, but this one I have had for, I would say maybe like 4 to 6 months. The brand is Jelly the Pug. It's a size 7, really cute patchwork printed dress. I probably listed this again in like colder weather, and it just needed some fresh eyes on it during the appropriate season. I think I might delist some of my children's clothing and try taking it to Once Upon a Child. I'm kind of grappling with that idea. Feel free to let me know in the comments your thoughts on that, what your experience is with selling to Once Upon a Child. I don't know if I either want to delist stuff. I know I can mark it not for sale and always, mark it for sale again if they reject it. But I think I might, going forward, just start thrifting stuff at the bins specifically to take to Once Upon a Child. Last piece in this 3-item bundle is this Miracle Suit swimsuit. Very flattering. This is a great brand of swimsuit to keep an eye out for. One of my bins friends, Melinda, she is the sweetest person ever. She gave this to me at the bins because she said she watched one of my videos and saw that I had recently sold this brand, and so she gave me this one, and this one sold very quickly as well. She's so sweet, and I'm so happy that this was a fast sale. Miracle Suit is a great brand to pick up this time of year, but I would only suggest picking it up in swimsuits. Like, my mom was at Goodwill yesterday and she texted me a picture of a linen Miracle Suit swim cover up for $8. And I told her that I thought she should leave it because really only the swimsuits sell best. They have like a flattering material and cut to them. Their slogan is that you lose like 10 pounds when you put the swimsuit on because they're so slimming. So yeah, that's what people are looking for, not other types of clothing, in my opinion, or that's what's going to sell the fastest. Okay, so for the 2 kids items plus the swimsuit, the buyer added the 3 of them to a bundle and then asked me to send her a bundle offer. So I sent her $55 with discounted shipping, and she did accept that, making my earnings $41.68. I paid around $5 for all 3 pieces, and so my profit was $37 on that bundle. Now we have another piece. This was also given to me by Melinda. Thank you so much, Melinda, if you're watching this. It is an embroidered floral poncho top. This is gorgeous. I knew this was going to sell quickly because it has so much going for it. It's it's a size 1XL/2XL. It has the embroidery. It has a lot of coverage. It's in excellent condition. Seasonality is great. Added a ton of keywords. So I listed this at $35. I would say this probably retailed for like $65 to $70 would be my guess. I listed at $35. Someone offered me $25, which I did counter to $28. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, $28 is my ideal bread and butter sell price. And I would say this is very bread and butter. And so $28 was accepted, my $28 counter offer, making my earnings $22.40. I paid around $1.50 for it at the bins, and so my profit was $21. And this sold very quickly, within just a couple days of being listed. Okay, this was an exciting sale. Another relisted piece. I probably had this listed for like 6 months at this point. It's an adorable Madewell button back, like peplum hem almost, gauzy cotton, boxy long sleeve top. This is from fall of 2021, so not old, but I wouldn't say like the newest piece from them. I grabbed this from the bins. I say this was an exciting piece because I very recently relisted this and it sold for full price of $35. So we love that. Very happy to see this sale come in. My earnings were $28 and my profit was around $26 on this top. So we love it. It does look brand new, so I hope the buyer loves it and is very happy with it. And we do kind of have to put a rush on the end of packing up our sales today. There is a lot of time that goes into prepping for these videos. I have to pull everything that's sold from my inventory rack behind me, put it on my shipping rack. Then I go through, double, triple check everything for flaws, turn everything inside out, lint roll it all. Then I have to print all my labels and write all the info on the back. So that is usually why I'm rushing. Okay, now we have another piece that sold really quickly. from the initial listing. I picked this up at the bins a couple weeks ago, got it listed. It's just by the brand Venus, which is like lower end boutique kind of thing, but I thought this was adorable and perfect for this season, so I had to get it. It's flawless. It has a wide leg with the elastic at the ankle, and then a smocked chest with a halter tie around the neck. So how cute would this be for like a beach trip or a festival with like a fun hat, beachy hat maybe. I listed this at $28 and was very quickly offered $23, which I accepted. My earnings were $18.40, and my profit was around $17. So yeah, honestly, in this economy, I think that I am going to try to start picking up more affordable, like lower to mid-tier boutique brands that are really cute. It's going to be a little bit more work for me because, you know, I'll be listing a higher volume, but I think they'll sell faster than like more expensive items. And yeah, I think they'll sell more often just because that's kind of what people are looking for. I don't think people are wanting to pay a whole lot of money for like, you know, higher end items. I think they're wanting to go on Poshmark and just find some cute, trendy pieces to wear that season that are affordable. Of course, I will always pick stuff up if it's, you know, designer, name brand, that kind of thing when I find it. But if it's a slower day at the bins, I'm not going to leave behind like lower to mid-tier boutique brands just because I don't think that they'll sell for all that much. Because even though they won't, they will sell quickly and consistently kind of thing. Okay, yet another 3-item bundle. First off is this Madewell size extra large. Again, all 3 newly relisted items. Madewell size extra large plaid button-up shirt. This is so cute. Very boho, kind of Western also with this red plaid. You could wear this with like jeans and cowboy boots and it would be adorable. I would say, so this one I picked up from the bins probably like 3 or 4 months ago, and then these 2 I received in a mystery box from Courtney, and I've had them listed for maybe like 6-ish months, I would say. This is Calvin Klein, again reiterating their career wear stuff sells really well. I would say dresses sell best, but this is a very nice blouse that could be worn to the office in a size 1X. Really cute. In excellent condition. I really like the neutral color scheme going on with this. And then lastly is this Lane Bryant size 16 striped eyelet detail blouse. Love this, very feminine. It is cotton, so great for this season. It's breathable. And when the 3 of these were added to a bundle, the price came out to $72 and I was offered $61. I did go ahead and accept that because I have had all of these tops for a little bit. And so my earnings came out to $48.80. I paid around $5 for all 3. And so my profit was right around $43.80. Alrighty, moving on, we have a Bowden adorable knit cardigan, open front cardigan. This is the newer tag from Bowden. It's in a size 4. I knew that this would sell very well when I found it at the bins just because the style is so cute. Newer stuff from Bowden does great. And it did. It sold quickly. I listed it at $50. Someone liked it, and so my PosherVA sent them out a $45 offer with discount ship, which they did accept, making my earnings $33.68, and my profit right around $30 on this piece. This did have a very faint spot in back, which I obviously took pictures of and disclosed. So I think if it didn't have that, it probably would have sold for even a little bit more. I was seeing some comps on this for like $60. I think this is a sought after style from Bowden, the Claudia cardigan, I want to say. And yeah, the seasonality is great. This is like a quintessential spring cardigan with the loose knit and cotton material and just the overall look of it. Kind of has that grandma core going on, which is still very on trend. Okay, last couple sales here. We have a Toad & Company athleisure athletic style dress. I did lint roll this, but I'm seeing just a couple spots of lint on it. So yeah, this is a brand that I do really like to pick up this time of year, Toad & Company. I would say athleisure style dresses is a category of clothing that sells very, very well for me, especially in these months. I would say like March until August-ish. Toad & Company is a great brand. Prana, Patagonia, Title IX. Yeah, even like Old Navy Active, if it's like a really cute, substantial athleisure dress with like the built-in shorts, it will sell. But yeah, I listed this for $28. Someone liked it, and so again, my PosherVA sent them out a $25 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $17.68. I believe I got this on Dollar Day at the Family Thrift Center outlet, which was great. And so my earnings were right around $16.68 on this dress, which I'm happy with. I hope she loves it. And I do add in keywords like hiking, outdoor, backyard, athletic, athleisure, that kind of thing. Errands, travel, those are great for if you have like errands, but you don't want to put on like jeans and a stuffy outfit when it's hot outside. And our very last sale for the day is this Chico's button-up long line shirt. I will not lie, this shirt, the print kind of hurts my eyes to look at, but it is, you know, very classic black and white stripe. This is great. It has a ton going for it. So it is the newer tag from Chico's. It's a great size, 16/18. It's their no iron material, so it's great for traveling. You can pack this in a suitcase and not have to iron it on like a business conference kind of thing. It's a classic button-up cut. It's that really nice stretch cotton material. It's a longer length, which in plus size a lot of people like. It has pockets, classic striped print. So yeah, the list goes on why I wanted to get this. I believe I did find this at the bins. I'm almost positive. I listed it at $35, and this was newly relisted. I have had it for a couple months, and when it was relisted, I was offered $25, which I accepted. That made my earnings $20 and my profit around $18. So that is like what I aim for with these Chico's button-up shirts, is a sale price of around $25. And with that, we have packaged up all of our sales for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.